Okay, good morning. Thank you all for coming. We'll get started. So 2926 Eden Trails in Fort Bend in Rivers Edge, 264,999, Laura Domingue. $5227 Birdwood in Meyerland, 270 Terry Kaminsky. $4427 is it Eichel? 299 in Vice Military, Thomas Claffey. A little Costa Rican right now.
Oh, look, they're all colors. Yeah, I think that's cute.
Olay.
Olay, yeah.
2007 Woodhead in Hyde Park, 3099, Mike Spear. That's cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Someone just nod to me.
Yeah. That's cute. $5230 Grape Street in Meyerland, 329.5, Brina McLaughlin. Nope. Oh, no. No flooding. Rather than not. 122 Nesbitt Crossing in Aliana, 375 Eileen Hartman. It's just here. Eileen. Connor, see if Eileen is standing out there. Did you see her? Because she was just here. Hey, Connor.
Yes. Eileen, are you out there? Come on.
Going once, going twice.
I love that song. Come on. That is a good one.
It's pretty, very nice. Stand up. You go to the front again. Here to the top of it.
Right there?
No, top.
What do you mean?
You know,
Front page.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, let me see that after.
yeah, your area. Show me the picture.
375. $16,006 Lower Lake in Fairfield, 439, Marty Warren. 1111 Ashford Parkway, 455 Pentecost. Pen 038 Lock Lane in Briar Grove, 529 Carol Lance. Four 38 West 28th Street, 549 999 Jennifer Gantry Heights. And here's the other side, same price. Karen Stowers has this one.
I'm just holding Karen's place till she gets there.
Bless you.
Thirty-two 25 South Pemberton Circle, 550 Nancy Stowe.
If you don't know this community, it's a terrific little community near the medical center. A lot of medical professionals live there. Just
Right off of Buffalo.
right off the Buffalo, near Maine. Just well kept, well maintained. Some of them are elevator capable. I don't know if this one is, but they very popular.
10924 Renwood Manor in Upland Park, 559 Jennifer Lucio. Thirty-five 15 McHugh, Unit 1904 at the Bristol, Ina Perlman.
Rebus. Nice movement.
Well, let's try ours.
Right by the. Really well done.
5103 Alba in Candlelight Plaza, 625 Hillary Shearer.
like Pleasant. Right.
So they had the Christmas one?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes. A lot of them around there. Uh-huh.
1300 Peden Street, 655, Leslie Winsler. Fifty-one 48 Chevy Chase, 659, and Singleton.
Ann just asked me to say that this is a relist with a program price reduction.
Okay.
Excuse me.
1714 DeMilo at Oak Forest, 675, Courtney Cole Hall. Uh, 101 Westcott, Biobin Towers, number 305, 689, Betty Schindler.
Oh, does this say which way that faces?
I will tell you.
It faces the, Martha used to live in an 05 and it faces the, what's the thing next door over the trees?
Biobin.
Not Biobin, but the,
Biobin gift shop.
kind of, yeah,
Okay,
Kind of south,
that direction,
west.
yeah,
southwest.
okay.
yes. That direction, southwest, yes.
Let's see.
That's a good.
Southwest is like the golf course then.
Says faces, front door faces north.
So this is north of then the windows would face south.
But that,
That's
Not
the
right, kind of view is west, yeah,
Okay.
view is west.
2615 Autumn Lake and Cinco Ranch, 689,
The bird sanctuary, I couldn't think of it, it's the bird sanctuary.
Diane Kiki.
This is a little gated community right next to the lakes. It's nice.
$39.04 Driscoll, $6.89.
Yes.
Vicky.
Oh, okay. This is a relist. We just lowered the price and you guys, they bought this 2 years ago. It's about $720, just under $720, put about 30 into it. It is better than new, honestly. The quality is so high. Solid wood doors, you know, newly painted, everything's pristine. No elevator capability, which is why we haven't sold it. But, you know, our sellers are 60 years old, and they can climb the steps, so can you. So bring us a buyer. They're moving back to Connecticut. It's the only reason they're selling. It's just beautiful.
Love it home.
What do you say?
How old are you?
Oh, my, her. I'm having a birthday this month.
I am
Really old.
I know, and I can still climb the steps.
I can still climb steps.
And play tennis. And play tennis.
I can't.
Despite what you said.
5608 Venice in Rice Military, 798.8. Vicki.
This project is one street north of Memorial Drive, so Memorial Drive where Asbury and the Starbucks and all that is, Walnut Cafe. And Venice dead ends at Reineke, so it's a very private street and a very short street. It's also 4 lanes, so it has curb and gutters. So one of the better streets in Rice Military. This new construction it has 4 levels. Elevator capable. It's very open floor plan, beautiful finishes, a really great builder. Has been around for a very long time. Let's see. And this, we have a new construction special of the refrigerator, washer, dryer, and a large screen for the game room. And there's a large covered terrace, entertainment terrace, a room-sized terrace that opens off the game room.
Pretty.
$5307 Pinewood Meadows in Vendor's Landing, $799. Kelly.
This is a really beautiful house. It was finished in 2015. So much custom all throughout. So many beautiful touches. Vendor's Landing, also, if y'all aren't familiar with it, is a great area. You get a really big lot size, but it's close to, you can get to the Woodlands, you can get to downtown really easily. It's over an acre. The property there's no pool in it now, but you can have a huge pool and still a massive, fully fenced backyard. And there's already a bathroom that accesses the pool. And it is just under 4,000 square feet. They love it. They're only moving because his job changed. He needs to be in a different location. Four bedroom, 4 full bath.
Kelly, how do you get to Vendor's Landing?
45 the tollway.
Okay.
It's a great place to take your California buyers.
Pardon?
It's a great place to take your California buyers.
Yeah.
They're shocked by what you can get.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, we had some people in our last showing with some people from Rice Military, and they had the same feeling about the parking. They're really excited.
10022 Sugar Hill in Briar Grove Park, 879. Cheryl Ford.
Robin, did that one?
Yep, did not.
Are y'all finding buyers or staying away from those that flooded still?
Still,
550, Redan, 975 in Woodland Heights, House Angelini.
This cute.
This is awesome.
Cute.
It's on a good block. It's got curbs across from the church. It's a little high.
So he didn't go to Compass?
No. No, I've got somebody, a friend that's looking at it, so. It's a little bit.
It's pretty.
Mm-hmm. It's a 5,000 square foot lot.
Wow.
Wow. In the Heights.
Yeah, wow.
No problem.
8303 Caroline Ridge in Fall Creek, $1,050,000, Jennifer Lucio. For Hillshire Grove, $1,089,000, Cynthia Bigelow. $5114 Mimosa in Brayburn Gardens, $1,200,000. No. Ellen Krantz.
Yeah, it is. I've actually held it open. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's got an amazing tree in the backyard.
Is this one of her dad's?
No, it's a builder that she's worked with. The light fixtures are ultra contemporary, which I think is probably a very specific taste, but he's willing to switch them out if it's a deal breaker.
It's very pretty. I like them.
I like
Yeah, they're really cool, but
The interior is contemporary,
yeah.
or modern.
Well, but if you change the light fixtures, it could be more transitional.
Yep.
But the finishes are just beautiful. It gets good traffic at open houses, I'm surprised.
Is the master up or down?
It's up. That's the master. But you're like in that tree. The picture doesn't depict it, but if you feel like you're in a tree house in the master, it's beautiful. I think the issue is the lot's not real big.
That's the tree.
Yeah.
$52 East Broad Oaks, $1,950,000, Jana G. Malva.
It's like a huge lot, only one story, but it needs someone that can go in and redo. The
Can it be
inside.
subdivided, you know?
No. I
Cannot?
don't think it is.
Wow.
It's a huge lot, it's really nice. And, you know, you could go in and fix the interior, it has a lot of space. It's just the layout.
3206 Sackett, 2,275,000, Mike Spear.
This is a new construction by Smith Family Homes, 4,800 square feet. Basically, identical property to a home that sold at 3114 Virginia about 6 months ago, sold very quickly. Very good finishes. I'm not sure if any of you guys noticed that Meadow Lake. This is the same builder. He's really starting to listen to our guidance with regards to finishes, paying attention to the details instead of just throwing up sticks. So very nice railing selections. It doesn't feel disjointed. Big window systems. The dining room area has a wine feature. Of course, if you want it climate controlled, you can do so at an additional expense. It's elevator capable, all bedrooms up. Nice patio that's overlooking a very big backyard. River and Danny Crockett. Big landing upstairs. Brickman Design is the architecture firm that's handling this. All ensuite bedrooms. Very, very cool house. He had a great turnout this past Sunday, about 30 people.
Wow.
Great.
Broken Clock is ranked twice a day.
One Concord Circle in Valley Forge, 2,850,000, Ruthie Porterfield.
Yes, with a substantial price reduction. This is a beautiful home.
It's beautiful.
It's pretty.
The owner of this home is a decorator, y'all. This home is
That's pretty.
gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. Inside.
It's so crazy.
It is a fabulous home.
She owns Boxwood Interiors. Yes.
I
And
know.
so they represent Farrow and Ball, and so they have all that Farrow and Ball wallpaper, and
Oh,
it's
wow.
just, it's so pretty.
It's beautiful.
506 Thamer in Hunterwood, 3,006,000, Catherine.
This is a relist, and I just showed it yesterday. And it was really appreciated by the people that saw it. But it's either an undertaking with respect to redoing it. The outside is quite modern, and it's the original facade with it's original metal roof done in early 70s. So by a well-known architect of the time. But the inside definitely needs a lot of work. It has great bones, and this is this double staircase. Just as a side note, we took a picture of it so we could bleep in one of the daughters for her wedding picture whenever that happens. I may still have the listing when that happens, but.
How old is she?
Right, exactly. Good question. But anyway, it's beautiful. It was really well built. They keep the fire going all the time. It's this incredible, really deep fireplace. Somebody could come in and, I mean, if you checked out, all the mechanicals, et cetera, I think that if you just cleaned it up inside with paints, with that Farrow and Ball paint, it would be very beautiful. It's just a great family home. Otherwise, it's a fabulous lot and a half in Hunters Creek. And it's not part of the HOA, to the chagrin of the head of the HOA. So there's a little more latitude to who might be interested in it. Please bring people by to see it.
Y'all, Lynn has to leave, so let me let her talk and then we'll go over your other new list. Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to, since this is our first meeting of the year, say bonne année in French and Happy New Year. Really appreciate all of you that have supported us during last year and transition that I had personally to Alamo Title to join Kathy Crittenden, our salesperson, who's just an excellent, one of the best I've ever worked with in my entire career. Jessica's back at the office holding down the fort, and Ben and Brandon, who are part of my team, everyone is waiting, are here, and we're just thrilled, and we hope that we have a great year ahead of us. I know there's been lots of different economic forecasts out there. In fact, how many of you have already seen Ted Jones speak already this year? For those of you who have not or still don't have an opportunity to sign up for one of his presentations around the city, I do, and Kathy has his actual PowerPoint that we are more than happy to share with you and send to you so you can get the contents of that. So if you'll just leave a card up here for Kathy, she'll make sure to send you that economic forecast that Ted Jones has done. Also, who in the room has already written a contract this year? Wow, a lot. And for those of you who have not, you still have the opportunity to have your first deal with Alamo Title.
There you go.
Okay. So thank you again, and I wish you all the best for 2019.
Perfect, thanks, and thank you for recognizing. Okay, now, does anybody have new listings? New listings, Vicki?
I have a new one, multi-generational property coming on the market in Sugar Land. It's on over 24,000 square feet. It has 2 homes on it, a smaller, cute home, 1 bedroom, living room, kitchenette, and a full bath that can be for the in-laws, the grandparents, the children, you know, a move out yet, and the main house itself. And it's hill country style, all stone, very elegant and casual, floor plan and style, very open. And so that's going to be coming up. It's going to be about approximately right under 1.6, 1.598. So just wanted to let you know about that coming up.
In Sugar Land, perfect. Okay, anybody else? Yes, sir. On.
I'm listing a lot today. It's going in the MLS today. It's in Hunters Creek. It's almost an acre. It's a very interesting addition just west of Boss, off of Memorial on Fleetway.
On what now?
Fleetway.
Fleetway.
Yeah, it did not flood. It is very close to the bayou, but it's a clean water only. It has 300 feet on the back side of the lot. It's a little bit smaller in the front, like 250. It's a great rectangular spot to build. It's already cleared. A lot of pretty trees. The husband and the wife drew up plans with Charles Martin, but they kind of can't quite decide if they're really going to go for it or not. So it's listed at $1,999,000. And it's a great spot.
Okay. Fleetway, almost an acre. Hunters Creek, $1,999,000. Perfect. Yes, ma'am. Robin.
Marlene Roden's 3207 Virginia was listed last week, but today is the first day to get in it. So if you've been patiently waiting, it will be open from 12 to 2 today.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Margaret has 2 listings coming up. The first is 36,000 square feet of land in Ayrshire. 3 lots being sold as one big lot. There's a home on each property, but one's move-in ready, one needs to be cosmetically updated with, and the third has been remediated but not renovated. It's got water during Harvey, but all 3 can be down for new construction. The second is a
how much is that?
$1,950,000.
$1,950,000 raised
Ayrshire.
Oh, in Ayrshire.
Mm-hmm. That 2 of the homes, or 2 of the properties are on Merrick and Academy, and one's at Drummond and Academy.
Okay. They kind of wrap the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then those are the flyers that are.
Okay.
The other is a beautiful cottage-style house in West Street with downstairs master, 2 large bedrooms up, about 6,000 square feet lot, and the house is about 2,800 square feet. and we updated sunroom for 2017.
Perfect. How much is that one?
$1,099,000.
$1,099,000 and what street?
Payson.
Payson. Okay, perfect. Anybody else? New listings? Okay, just some notes. The 29th, the last Tuesday of the month. What is the 29th? Tuesday. Circle breakfast. We can't wait to see everybody there. Please, 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 if you have not RSVP'd to Jenny, you must RSVP to Jenny Silver. We have to give these people, whenever we have these things, these events, we have to give them a guaranteed count. So please email Jenny and let her know whether or not you will be there. No, let me rephrase that. Let her know that you will be there. And so we will see you on the 29th for breakfast. Everybody who works and is based out of Briar Hollow, is there anybody in here based out of Briar Hollow? Please mark this down on your calendar. I'm giving you plenty of time to mark it down and save this date. February 12th, Tuesday, after the office meeting, we are going to have an all Briar Hollow meeting to talk about what?
New building.
New building, that's right, and our move. It's very, very important that you come.
If you
It's
don't come,
February
you're gonna get
12th.
the bad office.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
You're gonna stay here.
yeah, you're gonna, yeah, if you don't come, you have to stay here to work. February 12th, please know we want your assistants to come too. Your assistants are gonna have to help you get this done. And so we want everybody in Briar Hollow to please block off the morning of February 12th. We're gonna have our office meeting here first, and then we are going to have y'all, we're gonna have some things to tell you about, and we're gonna try and have some pictures. We're gonna have everything for you. So do not miss February 12th. Okay. Is anybody running in the marathon this weekend? She is? Okay. If you're running, email, or you know somebody here that's running, email Robin Connor and let her know.
Anybody in our family or extended family is
Are you running, Melissa?
Only half. Okay.
You're
then
running half, but we want to know that.
Half are full. Half.
Okay, Melissa, stand up. I just have to tell them what happened to you. This is Melissa Bear, Lisa Bear's daughter and assistant. Melissa was traveling with friends in France. They were in the Palace of Versailles. They had a private tour, and the tour guide was in on it. And her to-be husband, her now fiance, in Versailles, drops down on his knee to ask her to marry him. So I told her he wins all the awards for that. I mean, you know, you can go to Herman Park, or you can go to Memorial Park, but how many people have been to Versailles?
I've been there, but I was already in there.
Yeah, I've been there too, but, so anyway, congratulations. Okay, Jonathan, you're not up yet, but we're so excited about you. I can't wait to hear about the East End. Jonathan Williamson. And Tess, do you want to come do a little teaser yourself? And then we're going to get started with Zello and Trulia. Perfect.
Thank you, Marilyn. Well, a happy New Year to everybody. Thank you. So at the beginning of each year, we feel that the excitement is always high. You've got a lot of energy, you have a lot of drive to make 2019 the very best year that it can be. And so luckily with realtors, you guys are your own business development managers. You fill your pipeline, and your results are all from your success and your efforts. So what we are doing this year is, my role is we do corporate relocation, we do broker-to-broker referrals, but I also go out and I try to get new accounts for the company to generate leads to pass out to you all as agents. And there's a method to my madness. It sometimes seems chaotic, but there's an actual plan that I follow and steps that I take. So we have taken that plan, we've written it down into a six-session program that we're rolling out to you, which we're calling the 2019 Lead Gen program. And this is something different than what we traditionally do where, you come and talk about those B&A reports and all those fun rules that we have to follow for corporate relocation. This is something completely different. So this is all about you as an agent. This is you picking a contact within your sphere who you don't want to sell their house because they've already said no to that a million times. But you know that within their business, within their profession, they may be able to introduce you to a new group of people that can be a lead generation program for you. So it's thinking about someone that you want to approach, someone that you want to identify. If you don't know somebody right now, maybe it's just a company that you feel passionate about that you want to get in, or something that you've heard that's going on specifically in your area. Then you get me as your coach or accountability buddy that you commit to this program. We have some things that are going to be planned that are talking about Martha Turner Sotheby's tools that are at your fingertips and ways that I'm using those tools to help push out and market to these, to what I'm considering are my contacts, but also this is going to be for you. So, and this is not anything that relocation would ever take a referral fee on, right? So this is me being your support system and saying,
Did you hear that?
I'll repeat that again. I'm waving my hands in a bright yellow shirt. Okay, so this is not something that we're coming in to take over an account for you. This is me supporting your business and wanting to make sure that if you have somebody that you're wanting to approach, that this may be just a little bit more overwhelming than one agent, or I want some support going in. I have business development letters, public speaking experience managing big accounts with big companies for our entire company. We have a global presence. There's a lot of things that I can talk about and support you all on, but making sure that you have something that's a goal of yours. Think of a vision board, right? You've got your vision up there, and how are we going to get there to make your vision and your goal happen? So this is it's going to be a 6-meeting process. We're going to do a bi-weekly. It's going to start in January, I think January 25th. We said, which is a Friday. It's going to be a 1-hour session, not too much time here, but there's going to be goals and tasks for you to be able to get to those things. So we're wanting you to commit to this program if you want to, but it's all about developing something for you that's going to benefit you specifically. And you have my support and my undying attention and love to be able to get you to that goal. So I hope
be a little more enthusiastic. I'm like falling asleep here. Yeah.
Right, so January 25th is a Friday, and so we want you to put that first meeting on the calendar. This is happening fast. You guys have the energy. Everybody wants a business development plan.
It'll be posted later.
Robin Suter and I are going to get together and fill up the calendar with all of these dates.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Friday, January 25th. It's going to be a standing bi-weekly meeting on Fridays at 10 o'clock. Some of the topics that we're going to go over is identifying your target audience, cultivating your relationships, incorporating that through thoughtful networking, using your database, establishing consistency, and being authentic and giving it time. So I really hope you guys trust me enough to want to come and help you get that next lead for your 2019 business development lead generation. Any questions?
Okay, so now I have to be just as enthusiastic.
Step it up.
The lights. So again, Happy New Year. And so we thought this would be a great time being at the beginning of the year to make sure for those of you that maybe haven't looked at your Zillow profiles in quite some time, that some of the basics are there. If not, making sure you've at least claimed your past sales, know how to ask for a review, things like that. So I do have a PowerPoint of what I'm going to show you today here at the front, but I thought for now I'll just kind of show you, demonstrate it through the Zillow website, and then if you're interested, I've got the handouts here up front you can take and check your profiles at your leisure. But we wanted to make sure that you have, so what I'm going to do is go through making sure your headshot, your bio, and of course how to claim your past sales and about the reviews. Have any of you looked at your Zillow profiles in the last year? I see a lot of no's. Okay, good. So kind of simple housekeeping to start with. When you get to the Zillow website, many of you, we've noticed, have several email addresses where you might have created an account with a previous firm or just created an account on your own. If you do just an agent search and you see you're on there multiple times, you will need to talk with Andy Johnston, and he will merge your accounts into one. So that's real important because we found several agents that have 3 or 4 profiles out there, all with very difficult photos. Some are pulling photos straight from Facebook, so it doesn't look very professional. So be sure you search your name if you don't know for sure if you have an account.
My favorite.
Yes, before you even sign in, you can come here to this agent finder. Yes. Oh, sorry, hold on.
Y'all need those lights off? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Is it showing now? Sorry, we're making sure the YouTube. Okay. Okay. So that's just the housekeeping part. So if you will check that, if you have any questions about it, either contact myself or Andy Johnston, and we can make sure that we get your accounts merged if you have more than one. All right, so we'll start with the easy stuff. Let's just say you do have an account, so you will go ahead and sign in. Again, try to merge with your Sotheby's Homes email address to continue the branding, right? Don't use a Yahoo or an ATT if you can help it. Just merge all those into your Sotheby's. So I'm using Maggie Vasquez as my example this morning. So we're just going to sign in. If you do know you have one account but you can't remember your password, you can easily reset your password without having to go through Andy. Okay, so once you've logged in, you will have this agent hub here. This is where you'll want to go to check your profile. So you'll go to Agent Hub and click Profile. Now, if there's already a photo there, it won't actually delete the photo, but once you upload a correct photo, it'll just replace it with whatever the last photo is you uploaded. Okay, so you'll see there is a photo here, but I just want to show you. So what we're going to do is over here on the right-hand side is where you'll see some of the tasks that you can complete. So if you'll go to Edit, and we can certainly do the photo as well as your bio. We've noticed an awful lot of agents don't have a bio on Zillow, so I think that's real important. So if you'll go to this About Me right here and click that, you'll notice the box will open up here. You can insert a link, but it's really recommended that you copy and paste directly from your bio, because if you insert a link, it requires the user then to click another page in order to see your bio. You don't want them to have to look any harder than they have to, okay? So in order to put your bio here, we recommend you just open up a tab and go to the Sotheby'sHomes.com and find your name. Click your name, and then your bio will appear here. If you don't have a bio, that's a whole other topic, and be sure and contact me. Sharon Witt is our writer that has written most of your bios. And if you haven't updated in a while, I think, again, being the beginning of the year, it's a great time to look at that. I was looking at one the other day, and it still said Circle of Excellence 2004. So, so again, just to copy this, just a straight highlight, right-click copy. I know most of you know that, but and then insert it here into the box rather than the link. And then again, don't forget to hit save. So once you do that, then the bio is here. And then as far as your photos, same thing. Again, great time. We're going to be getting, for those of you that took the revised photos, we'll be getting those back maybe this week or early next week. So this will be a good time to use those photos here on Zillow. So again, even though a photo is here, don't worry about it. When you go to upload, it will replace it. So have it on your desktop, or if you don't have your headshot, if you'll email me, I do have everyone's headshot, and I'll be glad to send it to you. But just for example purposes, I'm just gonna go in here and pull it off of my desktop. Here's the photo. So I'm gonna hit upload. And the most recent one that you upload is what's going to be submitted. So then you click submit. And then it's gonna show the most recent photo there. I'm sorry?
I use her photo.
I know. That's why I use her. So those are kind of two of the real basic things. Any questions on that? With your photo and your bio. So then the other thing would be to request a review, which is of course important. You see here, she's got 3 reviews showing 5 stars, which again, if you have to pick between HAR and Zillow, our opinion is pick Zillow to send your review because of course that's going to cover a little bit wider territory. Unfortunately, HAR will not share reviews with Zillow, so the two do not communicate. So either you get your clients to do 2 of them, so you have HAR and Zillow, or pick one. They're not playing very nice right now.
But Zillow won't share with us.
No, it's HAR won't share with Zillow. I know, maybe one
I
day.
think Zillow's in competition.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of ways to get a review. Right here from the hub, you've got this tab here, so you would click request review. Now it will show you here on the right hand side all the requests that have been sent, and you notice a lot of people are not filling them out. I think to me the biggest downside with Zillow on the reviews is you have to have an account. So if you're sending it to your client, they have to create an account in order to complete the review. And it's free, it doesn't cost them anything. The whole reason they do it is to prevent fraudulent people from sending reviews or you reviewing yourself 50 times, that kind of thing. So it's understandable, but I just want you to know that's one thing that does cause people not to review. Now, if you fill out the form here, see, it will ask you to put in the email addresses, and then Zillow will generate the review and send it to your client. Personally, I think that's even harder to get your client to respond. So if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you'll see here that you can also get a direct link. This is what we recommend you do, because that way then you can send it from your email to a lot more personal, and you probably have a little better chance of them completing it, okay? So.
Well, you could also tell, if they did a review for you on HAR, you could say, here's the review you gave me for HAR.
Yeah. Again, it's hard to get them to do more than one a lot of times.
Copy and paste it. Copy and paste it.
Once they open an account, are we free in telling them they won't be contacted again by Zillow? Or
when they open an account, there'll be a box that they can uncheck saying, I don't want to receive emails. So yes, they'll have that option. So if you click this direct link, which is what we recommend, then you'll get a link like this, and you would just copy and paste this into your email, which I've already done. Find it here. Right, so here I've copied and pasted it into an email. That way you can put a private message and say, I really appreciate it. And just so you know, if I'm your client, I wanted to show you what it looks like. So if I've gotten your email with the link and I click it, here's what I get. So immediately it makes it easy. I can click my, 5 stars. And then right here, I can say, I'm honest, respectful. You can write whatever you want to write and submit review. Now you'll notice here at the bottom, it does say whether you have a Zillow account or not. So once you hit submit, if your client doesn't have one, that's at the time it will force them to create one. All they have to do is put an email and password to create it. So it's very simple, but that is their requirement. So that's why it's hard to get. Maybe, if you could send it at the closing table, maybe do it together, maybe that would be easier for them. But at least the review itself, I think I like even a little better than HAR. It's a little cleaner and easier to complete.
I like that idea though. You're like, before I give you the keys.
Yeah, here we go. But copying and pasting into an email, I still think is a little more personal, a little easier. Any questions about that?
That's much better.
Probably need to update your picture.
I know. That's what everybody says. It's coming, it's coming. Okay, so the one that I think is the hardest for everyone, but one of the most important is for you to claim your listings. So, you know, it's kind of funny, right now Zillow seems to be all over the place. Sometimes they will automatically post them for you and assign them to your profile, sometimes they won't. Sometimes it's, you know, 6 months ago, sometimes it's recent. It seems to be very all over the place from what I've noticed. So when you go here to listings, under the Agent Hub, that's where all your editing abilities are. Then you will also, there we go, I'm already here to listings. Oops. Hold on, it's not working.
Bless you.
Can I ask a Zillow question?
Yes, there we go.
At least once a week, I get a notice from them telling me how somebody's made an inquiry into one of my listings.
Yes.
It never, nothing ever happens, ever. In 2 years, and I've been getting those.
What do you mean nothing ever happens?
Yeah. Nobody, I never get the inquiry. I
Right.
sometimes have followed up, because for a while, I was like, it's rude for me to, you know, if they've already
Not
contacted a
respond.
different agent, so.
No, it's not
No,
rude. That's what you're.
Okay, so y'all told me that a year ago, so then I started following up to the people,
Right.
but I never
Yeah.
get a
Yeah,
response.
they don't
It's
respond.
like they're not real. It feels like they're not real.
Yeah, I've had the same experience. Can I just say that, you know, that this is lead generation from Zillow, and lead generation tools are not very good. I mean, it's a problem recognized throughout the industry that the actual rate of conversion is like between 3 and 7% on any of these lead generation tools. So that's what it is. So it's not really that surprising.
Okay.
But this is unique to us in that once, you know, this program we have no one else has, and that if the consumer clicks all 4 of those agents that are next to the listing, you will still be notified. It doesn't matter if they clicked you or not, you'll still be notified, and there's no representation involved. So you're free to, you know, continue contacting that person and maybe get a response, right? And all it takes is one for them to respond. That might be a convertible lead for you. So, you know, don't disregard
It is
those.
only just a click, but it just seems, sometimes I feel like this is just not even real. So.
Yeah, no, they're real. So don't, they're real. Don't
They're just not real
disregard
good.
it.
Just that they're
Yeah.
not
It's one,
Yeah.
you know, it's a 3% chance that they're convertible, so. So once you're at the dashboard and you click listings, then you'll go here to your past sales. And this is where it's gonna show you the sales history. Some of these have been claimed by the agent, some Zillow has just put through. So if you have a whole lot of sales that you're wanting to add to your profile, what I've been told by Andy is using this sending us a spreadsheet option can take 6 months for them to actually look at that spreadsheet and upload. So I don't know if that's the most efficient way. So maybe try just inputting a few the way I'm going to show you and see if that works. But that's what I was told, even though it says here you can send us a spreadsheet, it's not very effective. So the best way would just be to enter the address. And Maggie gave me one here that she just closed. So let me try this and see if we can put it in here for you. You'll just enter the address. It is kind of finicky at times about the way the address is entered, just to let you know. So what seems to be working is putting in the entire address along with the city, state, and zip. And then you click Add Sale. And so there, it's showing. Now, it also shows the previous sale because it sold in 2011. Now, this agent wasn't involved in that sale, but it is showing that. So here below is where you're going to enter your information. This property closed in August. So I'm just going to enter the date. It was August 30th. of 2018. And she represented the seller. And then you click add to profile. And
Did you put the price in or?
No, no.
Why not?
We're non-disclosure state.
I was gonna say, I put 5 million in there.
And that's all there is to it, but you do want to make sure that you're looking at the current one. You see now it's showing the history, 2011, 2018. So it's kind of nice that it will show you that. So it can be a little cumbersome to go one by one, but again, it's been a little bit more, reliable than sending the spreadsheet.
But reiterate not.
But why does it only have
Sorry?
3?
Reiterate not.
Oh, yes, and right. And so we don't put the price because we're a non-disclosure state.
But why
Sales price.
will it show just a couple, and it's missing 20, whatever?
You mean as far as your past sales?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Where does it get it from?
It's no rhyme or reason. Yeah, that's the difficult part about it, right? So obviously your most recent would be something to kind of focus on. So then the other thing I get questions about is if you're doing an open house and it's something you just need to enter quickly, you're not doing a Houston Chronicle ad, you weren't doing Week at a Glance, so it's not going to necessarily be included with all the Sotheby's feeds, then you can go in here and enter your open house yourself. So same thing, you would go to your listings. And for instance, on this one, you would hit edit listing. And then it's going to give you all these different opportunities here. And you'll scroll down to where open house is. And at this point is where you would enter your open house information.
So if you put in hard, it's not gonna show up in Zillow.
Correct.
Correct.
It might in the poll, but most likely it won't. And that's why you want it to go in our feed to them. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
We send the feed.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, you have to do the Chronicles right now. Sign-ups.
Which is a little over a week lead time, right? So sometimes that doesn't work. So that's why we wanted you to have the opportunity to just come in and enter it yourself.
Do we know what the lead time is for Zillow if we manually enter?
Well, it would show up within a few hours. Yeah.
It should, yes.
Yeah.
Now, when we are able to roll out the hub, we're going to have a better open house sign-up procedure.
With not so much time that you have to. Right. And then one last thing, I think it's important if you have an agent video, please load that on your profile. Again, video will help pull you up the Zillow search engine page higher. So you'll be showing if somebody's just searching agents. If you have a video on your profile, you'll come up higher on the search engine page. If not, you can certainly do a Sotheby's video. If you go on YouTube under the Sotheby's International Realty channel, there's quite a few videos there. So to do that, you go back here again to Agent Hub, to your profile. And then you want to edit your profile. And this is all in the handout again. And so here under your profile, as you scroll down, you'll see a place for a video. I'm not sure if I can bring up the Sotheby's channel while the feed is going live. But that's what you would do. Sorry, we've got YouTube up here going live, so I'm afraid if I bring up the Sotheby's channel, it might cut that out. But if you'll bring up YouTube, go to the Sotheby's International Realty channel, which I have here in our handout. There's actually 2 videos that are just a few months old. Both are under 2 minutes, which is what we recommend, something under 2 minutes. Then you basically just copy and paste it right here where it says profile video. And that way you'll have something that will help you get a little bit higher up the search engine page. I forgot about that when I was practicing this. I didn't have the live feed going, so. And then of course, don't forget to hit submit at the bottom so it saves it.
So where do we find that video again?
Go to YouTube and at the top, search for the Sotheby's International Realty channel.
Okay.
And you'll see a ton of them there.
that in the handout?
Yes,
You can put any video that you want.
you can put
Yes.
any video. It can be a property video if you want, or if you have an agent video, just anything that will help you get seen a little bit quicker.
Why do they prioritize for that?
That's kind of, I think, more of a Google thing, you know, video, anything that's heavy video based is, has a higher SEO, which is why our Sotheby's websites are so high on the search engine page, because our SEO is it's very high with all the video content.
What does that stand for?
Search engine optimization,
Okay,
sorry.
thank you.
My one techie word, right? And those were kind of the top 5 things we wanted you all to really be checking on your profile. Now, the good news with Zillow is it will automatically sync with Trulia. So you don't have to go on Trulia and do the same thing. However, Realtor.com you would. So if you do want to make sure your profile is the same look on Realtor.com, it's the same process. You'd have to log in there, create your account if you don't have one, and follow those steps. So we want you to look very professional and ready for the year. Any questions I can answer?
Can I ask?
Everybody gonna go do this today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Robert,
Yes.
that's still a question, but it's not about agent profile. If we're having a problem with one of our listings showing up in a search on Zillow, is Andy the right person to talk to?
Yes, or you can email one of the sales managers. It might be, you know, if there was an issue with your high definition photos, or there could be some reasons why it's not showing.
Okay, thanks.
No, that's what my 5 steps. I don't think he needs the YouTube. He's got some photos I think he's wanting to show, right? Johnny, do you have some photos?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Oh,
We-
YouTube, yes, yes.
That's what I was-
Yes, I'm sorry, yeah, I thought you meant the PowerPoint, yes.
Yes, sir.
Does everybody know that Memorial Park Golf Course is closed?
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, they're redoing it.
For the
Yeah.
tournament, isn't it?
So it's been closed for 2 years, but I only bring it up because if you have listings around there, you know people looking to buy around there, everything's getting ready to go way up.
Yep.
They're spending $250 million on Memorial Park, but they're gonna spend $15 million on that golf course. That's really gonna make a huge change for the city.
Is there some big tournament coming here?
Yeah, that's where they're gonna do the Shell Open.
The Shell Open's gonna be there at Memorial Park in 2 years,
Well, they're trying to start getting it there at that time. That's why they're
and
spending
the
all this
World
money.
Cup is coming in 2024.
There you go.
It's been shut down for 2 years.
2 years is shut
Yeah.
down. It's shut down on the 6th of January.
How about the driving range?
Driving range is
Okay,
still
any
open.
questions on Zillow?
Bex is still.
Bex is still open, that's the important thing. Any questions back there, anybody? Okay. All right, we are gonna go on. I hope you are all gonna stay to listen to Jonathan Williamson because we are so excited about hearing him. Jonathan, am I putting pressure on you?
Yes.
You can handle it. Come on up. Jonathan is our expert on the East End, and I'm so excited he is here with us today. Now, Jonathan, you